His frame is hers, but not in the way he hopes. He moves carefully, keeping topics safe, comfortable, and empty. And yet he wonders why she doesn't feel a connection, why she goes home and forgets him, why their conversations dissolve into nothing. He fails to understand a simple truth. The price of avoiding rejection is irrelevance, and sadly, most people would rather be invisible than uncomfortable, and then blame the world, women, the algorithm, anything except their own cowardice. A man who speaks with bite understands that connection requires risk, humor, tension, frame. They are tools, not performances for approval. He knows that a dark joke might not land, that differing opinions might create friction, and that not everyone is for him. But he stays present. He allows silence to exist, eye contact to linger, tension to stretch. He does not panic when something unscripted occurs. Meanwhile, the man without bite suffocates every spark. When the conversation becomes interesting, when a glance lingers, when a silence feels heavy, he fills it with awkward words, abrupt topic changes, or forced jokes. He cannot tolerate the unknown, so he destroys the magic with his fear. The man with bite, in contrast, remains in the moment. He breathes, he feels, he allows the possibility of connection to exist without rushing it. This control is not pretending to be indifferent. It is understanding that value comes from inside. Humor without neediness is play. Frame without submission is power. Tension without fear is attraction. A man who has built himself, who has buried the boy seeking permission, plays, provokes, laughs, and allows himself to be challenged. He may lose the easy comfort of polite approval, but he gains something far rarer: authenticity. Every word, every laugh, every glance belongs to him. Reading signals is another layer. Most men see what they want, not what is. A casual glance becomes devotion. A short reply becomes challenge. A silence becomes a divine test. They destroy themselves trying to decipher what is not there. The truth is simpler and harsher. If she cares, you feel it. If she doesn't, you feel that too. Reading signals requires brutal honesty, noticing when you are being used, when your effort is not reciprocated, when interest is lukewarm. It means stopping the habit of being a secondary character in someone else's story. He remembers the moment he first turned the situation around. Conversations with a woman he liked had slowed, replies became sparse, and the spark started to fade. He realized he had been performing for her, obsessing over timing, emojis, words, building a fantasy she never shared. He stopped texting first, not as punishment, but as experiment. Hours passed, then a day, then two. Silence revealed the truth. Everything they thought they were building had been built by him alone. Painful, yes, but freeing. Finally, he could see the map clearly. Interest moves closer. Disinterest moves away. Respect protects. Ego uses. Clarity speaks. Lukewarm games hurt because they create dependency on hope. Clear but respectful rejection hurts the ego, but it preserves self-respect. He learned to shift his focus from "why doesn't she want me" to "why am I chasing someone who doesn't want me?" That shift makes him dangerous, intolerant of gray zones, unwilling to settle for crumbs, seeking real exchange, not validation. Clean escalation is the next step. Many men crash here. The spark is alive, conversations flow, tension builds, but when it comes to proposing a meeting, fear and neediness leak through. Words become excuses, justifications, or pressure. The moment dies, suffocated by anxiety. A man with bite escalates differently. He observes, reads signals, and acts from presence, not desperation. This deserves to continue another day. Tell me when it works for you. No drama, no pleading. Silence carries weight because he is ready for any answer without breaking. Escalation is not coercion, it is mutual alignment. He notices body language, micro moments, laughter, leaning forward. If desire is mutual, the movement is natural. If it isn't, he respects boundaries. Clean escalation protects integrity. It does not manipulate guilt or pressure. He does not measure his worth by dates, kisses, or responses. He measures it by presence, honesty, and self-respect. Over time, he internalizes escalation. It is not just about when will we meet. It is about closing empty cycles, letting go of the need to be liked, stopping insistence where there is no interest, refusing to betray himself for attention. He notices the subtle difference between engagement and manipulation, curiosity and obligation, real attraction and emotional anesthesia. He learns to walk away from gray areas, keeping energy reserved for genuine connection. Years later, he looks back at his past self with clarity. The clumsy, insecure, eager boy seems distant, almost like a different person. He sees the moment everything turned, when he stopped treating women as prizes, when he stopped selling his dignity, when he began co-creating moments instead of performing for approval. Emotional control, signal reading, and clean escalation become a training ground for character. He closes without begging, escalates without pressure, and moves toward desire without losing himself. In the end, he discovers the rarest reward, women who desire him for who he truly is, not the needy character he used to play. Spark becomes connection. Tension becomes attraction. Humor, silence, glances, and presence merge into real chemistry. He does not chase illusions anymore. He does not beg. He does not manipulate. He simply exists, fully, honestly, and unafraid. And in that existence, he becomes unforgettable.